I want these platforms to be nice and strong because, yeah, you never know what else you might need to use them for. For instance, I recall one time when I was sailing single-handed on our last boat, and I anchored off in Long Beach in a designated anchorage zone, and it was right off White's Island, and I went to pull up the anchor, and we had a really good windlass on board, nice 2-speed windlass, and I'm cranking the anchor, and I'm noticing that the bow is just going into the water and the chain's not coming up, and so I thought that was interesting, and I used a low gear, and I finally coaxed it up enough, and there was just a massive old encrusted, I think it was a big, just solid encrusted length of chain that was probably left there from some boat that lost its anchor or whatever. Wherever the hell it came from, it was gnarly, and the whole boat was just basically moored to it, and I had a Bruce anchor, and I got it to just break the water surface, but there was no way I could get that thing from
it was like
off
caught
of,
in the
yeah,
claw.
it was like stuck in the fluke of the anchor. And so my solution, because I had a good winch, was to hook a line, like put a bridle on the bottom of the anchor, and then run it up a halyard and down to a winch, so I could then winch this thing, and it slowly just spun
tilted the anchor
around like that, and then all of a sudden just poof, the thing just like flew back into the water, and the whole bow of the boat just bounced up and down. It was pretty funny. So
solid winch.
yeah, anyway.
Moral of the story.
You never know, you might have to do something like that.
You're coming too.
What started as a dream is now our reality. 6 years ago, we poured her ballast, raised every frame, cut every plank, and named her Red Aviva. Ready for life back on the ocean, this year we're determined to set sail.
Would you look at that? I'd say that's the making of a fine cruising vessel.
We're Salt and Tar, and this is our life. We're happy to share, and thanks for joining us.
This platform is going to be bolted through here, through the cap rail, and then I'm also going to secure the cap rail with edge fasteners with staggering angles like I did for the
Tracks.
I'm going to use this beam, and then I'm going to take a piece of 3/8 all thread, and I'm going to drill down through the top of this, all the way down through this, and I'm going to through bolt the whole mess together, and then I'll also probably put a couple like staggered heavy fasteners here. This knee piece that comes down here, I'm going to heavily fasten it from the outside of the bulwark planking all the way down. That should really, really firmly attach this. Yeah, I think that's gonna be nice.
Port and starboard match. That's incredible.
I want to add a little bit more width to it, and I found this guy, so I'm basically just going to glue and screw this onto it just to make it a little bit wider, and it'll support out on that winch platform a little bit further. This hang out in the sun for a little bit, send it through the planer, and then we can start shaping the knees.
frame pattern is so pretty.
So this will be starboard. Straight leash.
Look at that technique.
Technique. Oil. This will get tapered down and I'll kind of round it off. That's more or less in the middle. Winch. That's what I heard fall. These things are so simple.
Yeah, it's just those like little tabs that click on those notches.
Yep,
Huh.
pretty much.
Wow, so no gear.
That's why all the good old parts last forever.
Yeah.
Because there's barely anything to them. They're just stout, simple parts. And like, yeah, they're definitely not as strong. The same size winch in a modern 2-speed winch, I'm not going to deny you're going to get way more power out of it. But you also have to service them way more frequently, because these are just simple and rugged. It's like our windlass, same kind of concept, just big, heavy cast parts, and they get the job done. And they look really cool, which is the most important thing. Cut that angle, and then I'm going to round this bottom over.
So long. There it is. Wow, Garrett.
Exactly where I wanted it.
That's incredible. Wow.
The seam where we glued it together, there's the seam right there. So I wanted it right in the middle between that seam and where I'm going to cut this. It came out right about there.
Wow. Oh my goodness. I see the all thread. Scoot on in there. Wow, that's perfect.
Perfect.
And then you're going to countersink it in the bottom.
Yeah.
And then countersink it into the top piece, the platform piece.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Let's see if I can do it again.
I know. Now you gotta do it a second time. You gotta replicate it.
Yeah, it's always hard when you get the first one like spot on. It's a moment of like, yeah, I rocked. Then like, oh shit, I gotta do that again. Perfect!
Hell yeah!
Even better than the first one.
No way. Wow. I almost should measure that.
Where we laminated it, which is right there. Right there. And where we're gonna cut it, which is right here. So, pretty much right in the middle. Pretty much right in the center.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome.
Alright, I still got it.
You still got it. You're making up for your... The first cut on this project was not so great. Making up for it.
Did all of that without even a single drop of rum.
Garrett's getting the starboard one into the jig so he can drill for the through bolt, and that's probably gonna wrap us up for the day because the sun is setting over there. These are gonna look cool. It's gonna be a fun day to clean it all up tomorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of the hard work now is done.
Mm-hmm.
And just a couple more fasteners to hold it all together, but
yeah,
then it's the pretty part. This is what I did today. Oh, you can't really see. Let me put the flashlight. Pretty dark in here, but you can actually walk in here. Woo-hoo-hoo. My end out?
Sure. Again, I'm just putting these at pretty heavily opposing angles, and that'll give them more holding power. To make the tip of the drill bit bigger so I can use it
As a guide?
Yeah.
Moment of truth. Oh, yeah, that's nice. You didn't even have to force that in.
Huzzah!
Yay! Side one of mount one.
This one's going to be annoying because this is in grain. I didn't think about that. Oh.
Oh.
It's the bottom of it. Who cares?
Way to get it done.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
That's hot. Ow, that's really hot. Get in there. Butter.
The knee is all routed, and the top is all rounded, ready for the router. And swap is all set.
I didn't really think that one's going to be visible, so I should probably drill it deeper and wood plug it.
Now the trick is going to be, will you be able to get the port side up to the same point today before the sun goes down?
We will find out.
exciting day today. We are going to be able to cross the winches off of the list. We just have to fasten it multiple places through the cap rail and through the bulwark, and then mount the winches onto them, get everything souped, wood plugged, and yeah, so should be a pretty good day today.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely not there. Oh no.
It just disintegrated. Hang on, I gotta get it out before it dries. Do you have a... There it goes. Yeah, this is what boat life really looks like. It's very messy. Well,
yeah.
I
should probably
hammered
go.
I hammered it a little hard.
You should probably go grab the hose.
Yeah.
Luckily, this glue is water soluble until it dries.
Right in my face.
It's quite a bit of glue you put in there too.
I wanted it to be really glue.
Mission accomplished.
Can you give me a paper towel, please? Thank you.
We got Ruth, the wood plug extraordinaire.
Something far from that.
Next, I'm going to do the same thing that I did up where the tracks are for the Yankee, just to strengthen and stiffen up this whole cap rail. I'm going to come like a little bit in front and a little bit behind. One more, good luck. This is just because my countersink bit isn't long enough. Good.
So I can plug these two?
Mm-hmm. Sharpen the chisels.
We're gonna give a little stain a try on the fresh wood plugs there to help it kind of blend into the many layers of soup that the caprail has received thus far. I think that's gonna work nice.
Looks good.
Looks like your brain.
Would you be a doll and find me a Phillips head screwdriver?
A little fresh grease. That sounds nice and lubey. Red Aviva's first winch. Now for side two. You have a stalker. Oh, hi!
Hey.